Always have a cup of tea nearby when you're making your Thai green curry paste. Whew. Hey guys, Jeremy here from School Wok Covent Garden. It's Wok Wednesdays or Wok-less Wednesdays because this week I'm doing a Thai green curry with tofu, so a vegetarian version. If you want to learn how to do this in our school, then we've got some great discounts on our Vietnamese and Thai cooking classes. Just go online, you'll find them on the website. So, Thai green curry, we're doing a veggie version of this, so we're going to sort of omit the shrimp paste and swap out the fish sauce with some light soya sauce. But apart from that, it's pretty much the same process of cooking. The real crux of it is getting your fresh paste right. So I've got some coriander stalks here, so that's literally the root of the coriander. That'll add a lot of green to my green curry paste. We've got loads of green chilies, these Thai green chilies. They're pretty spicy, but once it's sort of mellowed out with the coconut milk and things, it'll have a nice balance. Garlic, some Thai shallots, useful to have a bit of hot water for easy peeling. This thing here looks a little bit strange. So we've got finger ginger and then turmeric, two sort of roots that are like cousins of ginger, but finger ginger is almost bittersweet in flavour. Turmeric, that's fresh turmeric there, and that's going to provide a sort of yellowy orange colour, accentuates the green of the green paste. Another root, it's galangal. So again, in the ginger family, it's almost like a lot sweeter than ginger. It's got that citrusy flavour and it doesn't hit the back of your throat like ginger does. Staying on the citrusy theme, we've got lemongrass. Now lemongrass, when you sort of import it from Southeast Asia all the way over here, they grow it for slightly longer than if you would use it in Malaysia or Thailand. With that sort of hardier outside, some people sort of peel the edges off. I'm actually going to cut it off and give it a good bash. And to go with that, we've got lime leaves, which is a Kaffir lime leaf. I absolutely love the smell of this. It, again, slightly citrusy, but a really natural sweetness. I've got a Kaffir lime tree at home, and it grows really nicely indoors. And I actually just have access to Kaffir lime all year round in a very cold country. I'm going to finally chop all this up, and then it's going to go into the pestle and mortar. So as I said, with your lemongrass, instead of having to peel it all, I get my week's anger out on the lemongrass as opposed to Lee and Chris. And then finally chop that up. So you can see you get quite a lot of lemongrass out of one stick if you sort of bash it like this. So you can see I've got a really good sized pestle and mortar here. You just get those from Chinatown nearby here. But you want a good size so you can fit loads in. Green chilies, we're going to put all these green chilies in. And you don't have to use all of this paste once it's been made. You can actually just freeze the paste and then use it bit by bit. You'll probably end up using sort of 2 to 3 tablespoons of the actual paste. Green chili, your garlic. That's incredibly therapeutic doing that. You can put all of this into food processor if you wish as well. But you know, I quite like a cleaver workout. Got some coriander root here. I like to pack it full of this stuff. There's loads of flavour in coriander root. And it's also, as I say, going to really add to the colour. And making a Thai curry, it really needs that sort of nice love. Take your time over it. You know, this is just the start, but once you have a good sort of base paste, then that's what makes the dish. Turmeric root, one bash, pick it up, straight in. The finger ginger, cut it into pieces, bash, 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 with all the skin, everything in there. And then you can't bash galangal, it will literally bounce off like a rubber ball. So you want to cut that through and then finely chop it. It's really got a nice aromatic sort of flavour, this. You can smell it as soon as you've cut it open. Shallots. Just take the ends off and cut them in half. Then you'll see with the hot water that it makes it relatively more easy to just peel that skin off. Again, just give them a bash. And then straight into your pestle and mortar with the rest. Piling up all that flavour. Lastly, some fresh lime leaves. Okay, so all my base flavours of my paste are now in my pestle and mortar. Whew, tough work. So you'll find that sort of 5-10 minutes in, your bits become a little bit more pasty. And then you kind of want to keep going at that point to try and get as smooth a paste as possible. Because you don't want bits of everything in your curry. You just want that flavour from that base paste. You see, almost homogeneous mixture there. Much more pasty than where it started. Now, we're going to start to cook your curry. We'll get that started. Once that's cooking and I've added the coconut milk, then I can sort of prepare the rest of my veg whilst we're sort of getting all that flavour off that paste. Good amount of oil to sear your paste. And then your paste goes straight in. So I'm going to use 3 heaped tablespoons. You do want to really sort of cook this paste for you want to cook this paste until you get that great aroma or the chili hits your nose like it's doing to me now. Sort of 4 or 5 minutes on a low to medium heat, and those chilies really are hitting me. And the key to a good curry like this is actually when I start to add my coconut milk, I'm going to go bit by bit and start to combine that coconut. Wow, that is hot. Maybe I should have gone a little bit more mild. Right. Whilst I'm choking up the whole croup, I'm going to start to add bits of coconut milk at a time. And there's a reason for this. So just a little bit at the beginning. Give that a good stir. You want to get all that stuff off the bottom of the pan. And then once that's well combined, at that point, you want to add a little bit more. And we're going to gradually build up your green curry liquid or your sauce. Now the reason for this gradual addition of coconut milk is what I'm trying to do is eventually get it to a point where the oil from the coconut milk splits from the solid, and you'll have this little film of oil at the top of the curry. And that intensifies the flavour of the actual curry underneath that film of oil. The last bit can go in, bring that to a boil, and then just bring the heat down to a simmer, medium heat. We're going to get onto my veg here, and as I say, we're doing a sort of fully veggie curry here. So I've got these Thai green aubergines, which are really cute. And they've got a good flavour and a little bit more firm than your regular aubergine. I'm actually going to sort of pan fry this with a little bit of oil. I'm going to sort of just baste it with some oil. And then we'll fry that to sort of brown those aubergines. Just in a dry pan. And they'll start to brown up nicely. You don't need much more oil than that. Just a little bit to baste. Next up, I've got some hard vegetables. And really, you can use anything here. I've got some baby corn, which I'm just going to slice into half lengthways. I've got some extra carrot here from one of our other videos. Don't waste it. Got a little bit of shiitake mushroom, why not? Quarter that. Firm tofu. I'm just going to go in nice sort of chunks. I might cut those in half so that they're a little bit more bite size. And I've got some deep fried tofu as well, which will really soak up that curry sauce. So some of those are cut in half already. Couple more lime leaves, keep them whole, they're going to go straight in. And then this chili here is just for garnish. So let's go sort of long strips. These things over here are also little aubergines. They're like mini aubergines, so we call them pea aubergines. And to cook those, you want that sort of bitter sweetness and the toughness of them to come out. So we're going to put those in to the curry sauce as soon as possible. We're taking all that flavour of the sauce, but they'll just soften up over about sort of 15 to 20 minutes of boiling. So I'm going to get the aubergines and the pea aubergines in first. And you can see now the beautiful colour of that aubergine. So from here on in, it's just about looking after your curry, let that simmer away whilst you add your other ingredients. Harder vegetables, so your carrots and things can go in. To be honest, most of this is quite hardy, so you don't really have to leave anything to the end. You can pop most of it, or all of it, in at the same time. If you're using things like sort of sugar snap peas or green beans, you know, things like that, that only needed sort of 4 or 5 minutes to cook, then I would leave that to the very end. These are going to cook up for about 20 minutes. Give that a good stir. Try not to break the firm tofu too much. Just let it get into the actual curry sauce. And then we'll season this right at the end with a little bit of light soy sauce and either sugar or palm sugar. Curry's been going for about 15-20 minutes. I know the veg are cooked and it's starting to get a sort of slight oil film at the top of the bubbles there. So I'm going to start to season this up. I know for this amount, it's about sort of 2 spoons of sugar. You can use palm sugar or normal sugar. And 2 spoons of light soy sauce. Now the sugar is going to sort of accentuate the sweetness of the coconut milk. And the light soy sauce, which traditionally would be fish sauce if it wasn't a veggie dish, and that's going to bring out the sort of savoury flavour of the spices. Let that come up to a boil so that sugar melts through. And then we'll have a taste and see if we need any more seasoning at all. A little bit on the sweet side. So I'm going to add 1 more spoon of soy sauce. See if that changes that. You can taste the mushroom in there, it's really nice. So I add 3 spoons of soy sauce. I'm going to go for another half, and I think that will be perfect. If you can get your hands onto some Thai basil to top it off, that's really nice. I've got some coriander here today. Thai basil didn't seem to be around. It's as simple as that, so it really is. Take the time, love your curry. Get a good amount of that tofu in there. Mushroom, carrot, packed full of goodness. Some coriander or Thai basil, any sort of aromatic herb. Or starts with that base flavour. That paste is really important. Get that down to a nice smooth paste, and then the rest is really easy. Now, obviously usually you'd have this with a bit of steamed rice, so it's probably going to blow my head off, but I'm ready for that. And the aubergine is one of my favourite bits. That is delicious. The whole thing about any sort of Asian food is that balance of flavour. So you've got a good base of spice, slight sweetness from the coconut milk with that little bit of sugar, savoury from the soy sauce, and that slow cooking process really makes that Thai green curry. If you like this recipe and you want to learn more about Thai cooking, Vietnamese, or any types of Asian cuisine, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.